Hello, welcome to Essence Table Talk, where you will meet great people doing great things in the community. I am your host, Kimberly Anthony, along with my co-host.
Lady Cheville McKenzie, and happy to be here with you today, Kim.
Thank you. It's a great day today, isn't it?
It's beautiful, outside.
Great day
Yes,
to be
gorgeous.
here. Great day. Our guest today is the president of Highlands Women's Club, in which I am the part of the board. But she also has her nonprofit that she and her husbands are founders of. It's called Common Vision Coalition. They facilitate, they mentor, they advocate, and they collaborate with other organizations in the community. Her name is Maria Saucedo. Thank you so much for being here with us, Maria.
Well, thank you for inviting me to be here and for me to share information about what our organization, Common Vision Coalition, does in the community.
Tell us a little bit about your coalition. What do you guys do in the community? What are some of the things?
Well, first of all, we help our community members. We are there to help them. We are a multifaceted organization, meaning that we will help anyone at their level, whatever their need is, and help in whatever way we can. If we can't help them, we will connect them to services where they will be helped, for sure.
Awesome. That's great. I love how, organizations that help the community.
Yes.
And the best thing, that you meet them where they're at.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I think you should meet everybody where they are, because if you're not, then you're really not helping them.
Right.
So thank you so much for helping everybody to where they're at.
Yes. So what type of services do you provide in the community?
It can be food, if they are in need of food, groceries. We also, if they need someone to help them fill out some kind of application or form.
Job applications?
It can be job application. It could be another kind of form.
Public
Assistance.
Housing.
Right, helping them fill out a form. We have supported families, say if they have to go to court, and been there to help them, especially our Spanish-speaking community.
That's great.
Also, families that have students with IEPs, been at the table to help, represent the student and the family.
That's great, because a lot of parents, they don't understand that. They don't understand the system.
Absolutely.
So when you go with them, you can walk them through that.
Yes, we are right there. Well, I am right there at the IEP meeting along with the parent, making sure that the information they are receiving, that they understand the information, and that the student is also receiving what an IEP is the plan is set out to be. Yes.
Do you also follow up to make sure the plan is being
with the
followed?
parent? Yes,
With the parent.
that
Okay.
whatever the outcome is, we follow up with the parent. Yes.
Now, Maria, a little birdie told me that your husband and yourself, you started this organization, and they mentioned something about your husband being the mayor of Redlands.
Yes, that is very true. My husband,
Wow.
Mario, this is his second year being the mayor. Yes, this is the second year being the mayor. This is his fourth year being on the council. Yes.
So I can imagine this takes a lot of your time, making sure you're advocating for others, as well as him being out there in the community as a public official. And so how do you balance the two with your family life and your organization?
Well, we both sit together and look at our calendars to balance. But we also take time for ourselves to make sure that we are balanced. Yes, it is it is a demanding job for someone that is in politics, or in this case my husband's the mayor, but we also have this passion to help our community.
That's beautiful.
That is why I do what I do.
I was going to ask you,
and
how did you guys get started? But it's just...
Well, we both have a different story about our passion to help people. Mario, he is a PK, a preacher's kid, so he was raised in the church, and that being part of involved in the church, it's all about helping your community.
It is, definitely.
For myself, my dad, he also loved helping people. So we're
So you get it honestly, right?
yes.
Now I wanted to ask you, going back to your organization, working with women and children and families, what role does that play when it comes to those who are disabled or who are maybe just getting out of incarceration, or who are on drugs, substance abuse, drugs and alcohol?
Well, our organization, back in 2010, we started out with prevention, substance use prevention, by educating our community about the dangers of drugs, especially our young people from maybe 13 to 25. They seem to get caught into testing, or so that kind of started the advocacy on substance abuse prevention, and as far as helping our community, parents or families, especially moms with children, we collaborate with another organization, and actually I am a mentor to these moms with children after they graduate from the transitional housing process. So I just keep up with them, keep in touch with them, and making sure that they're doing well. If not, we have to all come together and help. Yes,
like a village.
yes. And as far as our community with disabilities, we do have a project that we have taken on in the last 2 years to, again, helping families with children with autism, ADHD, or another disability, and not just our children, our young people, but our older people, because sometimes when they come out of high school, or that they transition out of high school, there might not be somewhere where their parents know where to go, or even get them a job, or so. This is advocacy that my heart is very invested in, and we've been working and advocating for spaces for these families to feel safe. Yeah.
That's great. So you're going back to the women's club advocacy with Dot Senior High School. So we have, there is a fashion show coming up, fundraiser, and it's called Soaring for Scholarships.
The Highland Women's Club has been a club for 127, 28 years. And the Highland Women's Club, their primary mission is to provide scholarships to deserving students that are graduating from high school. And the way that they raise the funds for the provide the scholarships is through a fundraiser event. In this case, it's a fashion show that's coming up Saturday, April 11th, and it'll be at the Elks Lodge in San Bernardino.
I wanted to ask you something about numbers. So, how long or how many years has your organization, Common Vision Coalition, been in existence? And also, do you have any statistics as far as your success rate? Do you see the families that go out, do they return and share with you their positive testimony?
Give us some of your proudest moments.
I can think of 3 different families when their children were small, especially one. They've been on this journey with us. I think their daughter was maybe 7 or 8 years old. Today, their daughter, she is at the School of Berkeley, or a school in Berkeley, in
California?
Boston. No, in Boston, Massachusetts.
Nice.
And she is studying to be a music therapist. She has a brother that's autistic, and she's finding her way to provide music therapy for those with such disabilities.
That's wonderful.
So she is a success story,
right. Something to be proud
and
of.
her parents as well. You know, being, you know, just helping them along the way with their children. They are a success story. Providing support for families is really important. You know, and with their children as well. Again, you know, sometimes the mom is, you know, the one that is really focused on the welfare of their children,
Right.
and making sure that school is okay while dad is out there working. And
Fantastic.
again, you know, their children, you know, they go on graduating from high school onto college, and then reinvest their time back in their community.
That's
so
fantastic.
Yeah.
And you also have a fundraiser coming up for your organization.
well, it's actually an event.
It's an event.
And it is the a Common Vision Coalition has partnered with the city of Redlands.
Yes.
And it's called the Super Rockstar Walk and Roll event.
I love it.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah.
Again, raising awareness for our community with people with disabilities, and not only raising awareness that, you know, a community like this exists in all the communities all over the place, but also to educate our non-disabled community to be more compassionate and understand that, you know, we all need a little support and help. So
looking ahead, how would a person get in touch with your organization if they needed some assistance?
my number, 951-533-4438, and we'll assess whatever it is that they are in need of. And again, if we can't help them, we make sure that whoever we're connecting them with gets the service.
And you can give them a resource.
Yeah.
Well, we could
Awesome.
sit and
Yeah.
talk all day
Yes.
long about the
Yes.
wonderful things you're doing in the city of Redlands and for the community.
Thank
and
you so
It
much.
was such a pleasure to have you with us
Likewise.
today.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much for being our guest.
Thank you.
Well, we just thank you for joining us today for Essence Table Talk. We will see you next time. Thank you.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hello and welcome back to Essence Table Talk, where you will meet great people doing great things in the community. Our next guest today is Ryan Berryman. Welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Berryman is a social worker, a community advocate, and the founder of San Bernardino Fatherhood. For nearly 3 decades, his work has focused on one simple truth: fathers are essential. Well, welcome, Mr. Berryman. So happy to have you with us today.
Thank you, and it's an honor to be here. I really appreciate this invite.
So tell us a little bit about your organization.
Yes, San Bernardino Fatherhood. We just recently changed the name a little bit, SB Fatherhood, also known as SB Fatherhood. My background is working in the child welfare system here in San Bernardino County with Children Family Services. Worked there over 20 years. First 10 years was pretty healthy. Wanted to help families, bring families together, support families. The whole mission of what the county was looking for in regards to families, strengthen them, healthier and stronger families. So in 2016, I retired and started San Bernardino Fatherhood.
Fantastic. That's great. And so what do you do with the fathers?
Basically, we provide educational services for fathers, helping them like parenting class. One of the programs we offer is a 24/7 dad fathering. It's an evidence-based parenting program through National Fatherhood Initiative. Another parenting program we offer is boot camp for new dads, new and expecting dads. And that particular program we've been offering about 3 years, going on 4 years, focusing primarily with new and expecting dads, so we can get better outcomes for moms as well as babies, and more intentionally our African American families, and reducing Black infant mortality. Unfortunately, San Bernardino County had one of the highest Black infant mortality rates in the state, and so through evidence, through research, it shows that when fathers are included, supported, and able to support moms and care for babies during that perinatal stages, there's better outcomes.
Do you partner with Black Infants Health?
Yeah, they're one of our collaborations along with Maternal Health Network. We use Good Plus, have a couple of grants that support that program, such as Kaiser and Dignity Health. So we have a number of collaboratives.
Nice.
So those are some of the things.
Okay.
Along with events. We have a number of events throughout the year as well.
You have an event coming up, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Our Daddy-Daughter Dance. It's our ninth annual Daddy-Daughter Dance, and we're really excited. In previous years, we have collaborations with the school district, of course, Salvation Army, and some other community partners. This year, we're looking at having it bigger, better, and bolder at the National Orange Show. So we're really looking forward to that.
Oh, it's going to be a nice, large event.
Oh, yes. Also recognize the importance of fathers being involved in the daughters' lives and how there's more positive outcomes for daughters. And we're focusing primarily targeting daughters or daughter figures from the ages of 5 years and up. However, we recognize that every family needs are different. One year, I had a particular mother call me. She's 38 years old. She wanted to get information about our Daddy-Daughter Dance for her father to bring her, because she said that she always wanted her father to bring her to a Daddy-Daughter Dance. So
there's no age limit then?
We target a certain age group, but yes, of course, every family is different, and we recognize that, and we're receptive to that. But yeah, we've had fathers want to bring their 2- and 3-year-old babies to our Daddy-Daughter Dance.
That's sweet. My son has 2 daughters. He has no sons, just 2 daughters. I call him a boy dad. Girl dad. So you are such a girl dad. He's so good at it too. He's good. But those programs will probably be good for him too. I'm going to ask him if he might want to take his daughter also.
And also, we do a special ceremony at the event where fathers, they express their love toward their daughters and their commitment to love their daughters, and daughters committing to honor their fathers. Recognize the importance of the role, and so help increasing the bond. And of course, there's dancing, there's food, there's music, there's raffle drawings, and a number of other events and activities.
As a young girl, I can tell you, I would have jumped at the chance to attend something like this. And my dad meant everything to me growing up, and so I applaud you for just even putting that out there and extending that to so many young girls. The fathers might enjoy it, but looking from a girl standpoint, I know the girls just idolize their fathers, and so thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Looking back, even with my daughter's 40, she's 46 years old. I remember when she was 38, I said, let's date, let's do. She said, Dad, I'm 38 years old. And so my biggest regret is not taking my daughter at that period of time to a daddy-daughter dance or spending more individual time with her because I had my son.
Do you have a lot of grandfathers who bring their granddaughters because maybe dad is not present?
Absolutely. So we basically father figures, you know, whether it's a grandfather, whether it's a uncle, whether it's a stepfather, you know, a foster father. You know, one year we had a young man, he came into the event, he looked relatively young, he was 18 years old, and he was a brother of his sister, and he brought her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Goodness.
So even an older brother can bring his daughter, bring his sister to the daddy-daughter dance. So whatever the need is within every particular family, and understanding that relationship, the importance of a male caregiver, a male figure with the daughter or girl.
Do you do counseling with young men, just in case?
I am not a licensed therapist. I do have my master's in social work. We basically, with regards to counseling, we refer out. However, we do have our parenting program, 24/7 Dad, and within that group, it focus on a group, small setting where men are able to learn from one another. Same thing with our boot camp. We have what we call vet dads, learning from expecting dads. Vet dads already had their baby for like 3 or 6 months, and they're learning from dads who have not had their baby. How to support mom during the perinatal mood anxiety, how to support mom with breastfeeding, understanding shaking baby, and soothing the baby from crying, and also safe sleep and those type of things. So we use the environment through our different programs as opportunities to help men grow in a supportive, safe, and environment.
That's great.
So you have your organization. Tell us the name again.
San Bernardino Fatherhood, also known as SB Fatherhood.
How do men find out about your organization? How do they become involved in it?
Yes. First of all, they can go on our website, sbfatherhood.com. It's sbfatherhood.com. Go on our website and get the information there, as well as social media, Facebook, Instagram. We often do posters there as well.
Okay. And then you have this event that's coming up, the Daddy-Daughter Dance. Tell us a little bit about how they can sign up for that, the date, the time. You told us the location.
Yes. Yeah, the date of the event is March 14th. Again, National Orange Show. It'll start at 4:30 till 8 o'clock. They can purchase tickets at on eventbrite.com.
I heard you say something about you also do other activities. Give us a little synopsis of that.
Well, okay, so our annual events, along with the 24/7 Dad, which we're currently offering here in the city of Rialto through the Rialto Unified School District on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 to 7:30. We also offer a boot camp for new dads in those 3 locations, San Bernardino, Apple Valley, and Fontana. We also have upcoming events, Daddy-Daughter Dance, and we do the International Prayer Breakfast as well in Ontario. We do that every year. We purchase a table, and we have our close partners, board members that participate in prayer, recognize the importance of fatherhood being an aspect of prayer for our community. We also have recognize the month of June as Fatherhood Wellbeing Month. That's something that's been established through our dignitaries, our congressmen under House Resolution HR 36, and that was recognized in 2023. So we recognize the month of June, and within that month we have it's called the Inland Empire Fatherhood Weekend with the 66ers, and they're one of our collaborators. And that's going to be on June 14th. On June 27th is going to be our Leadership Summit for Fatherhood, and really looking forward to that. This year we'll be having National Fatherhood Initiative come out to present their community mobilization approach, where it brings leaders of different sectors within the community forming so that they can be look at their organization agency and be more father-friendly and father-focused within our communities.
Churches also.
Absolutely. You got churches, businesses, government organizations and agencies, businesses, media, so they can all look how they can be more recognizing fathers is the key.
It is. What is one of your best moments, or just like eye-opening moments when it comes to fathers and daughters?
I think one of my best ones is dancing with my granddaughter,
Oh,
who's 18,
that
and so
is
we had a great
fantastic.
time.
No,
And
I'm
getting
sure.
getting my granddaughters, that's one of the things I'm gonna focus my daughter and my granddaughter to attend this event as
Yes.
well.
So I can imagine 2017 was your first father-daughter, daddy-daughter dance. 2026, I can imagine it has grown quite extensively. Tell us a little bit about how you've seen it changed in those last 9 years.
9 years.
You know, there's two things to that, and I think the word is community. Community recognizing that we have this event every year. Community recognizing that they're looking forward to it. Community collaborating with our organization to make sure this event goes forth for the betterment of their community. Working with one another, supporting one another, encouraging one another. So I think the key word is community with regards to the school district as well as the mayor's office with Mayor Tran. You know, she was one of the ones that suggested to us to look at the National Orange Show. Salvation Army, they support this event every year. School district, I mentioned them, as well as others. You know, so we've had a great support of community where we've been able to have this event, and then other individuals in the community looking forward to it and been a part of it coming almost every year. So
Thank you so much. Well, we're almost about to close. We're almost coming to the end. Unfortunately, we're so sorry because I'm just so much to learn. I'm just learning a lot, right? So what do you want to tell the audience?
You know, one of the things I tell is attend the daddy-daughter dance and really connect with San Bernardino Fatherhood because we're all about community. We want to support community. We want community. We want our dads to be a part of our fatherhood, regardless of demographics. I tell our dads, regardless of demographics, that's one thing we have in common is we're all fathers, we're all dads, and we want what's better for our children and our children's children. And so I think that's the biggest thing that we're out there, we want to help our dads, we want to support our dads, and we want them to become a part of our fatherhood.
Awesome. Awesome.
Dads, come on out and support this awesome opportunity and be a part of it. I mean, what little girl doesn't idolize her dad? And so we encourage you to be a part of it. And Mr. Berryman, we thank you so much
for being our guest.
Thank you for coming out and sharing with us about what you're doing, your organization is doing in the community. God bless you. Well,
and we just thank you so much for listening to us today and watching our show. We'll just thank you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.